It's JD Temple here from the Light of the Darkness. My hair is kind of a hot mess today, so I am sorry about that. But look, we're a minute early into this thing today. I had scheduled this for 4:20. We're on at 4:19 p.m. Eastern, so not too bad. I'm usually late to everything, so being a minute early is definitely it's a step in the right direction for sure. Hope everybody's had a great Monday. My Monday's been kind of so, but I'm making the best of it. I'm actually, I had planned on going to see my dad in the hospital earlier this morning, but I had to take care of a lot of office work and things and like catching up on some files and whatnot before that. And then I started kind of going into a little bit of agoraphobia and was just really kind of like really wanting to go see him, but just having a hard time getting out to do it. Jose Munez, what's up, brother? Good to see you. And hey, Jeremiah Smith, great to see you too. Welcome, and welcome everyone that is here. And I really do appreciate you coming out today on this Monday, coming to spend some time here with the Soul family. To anyone that is new here, I want to sincerely welcome you. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And I want to say, too, to anyone that is a current subscriber, make sure that you're still subscribed and make sure that you have all your notifications on so that you know when Mothra and I go live, when I go live, when she goes live, when we have a new video premiere or a new video upload, you'll be notified ahead of time. So just make sure you have the little bell icon highlighted and make sure that you're still subscribed because it's very strange, and you probably found this with maybe some of your other channel accounts and subscriptions that you have, that some kind of way you can just become unsubscribed to a channel without you unsubscribing. You just become unsubscribed. Very easy too for channels like that to get lost in the minutia of things. So Jose was saying, hey, first one here. Fuck yeah, bro. Thank you for coming here today. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, agoraphobia is the worst. I used to struggle with that a lot. And that's something that I had never really struggled with too much in the past, but like the further along I've gotten on my journey of sobriety, meaning like sobriety from hard drugs like methamphetamines and um, opiates and things, that's when things like agoraphobia really began to take hold because I was so used to functioning in the world high on some kind of substance, and when I don't have that as like a safety blanket or a crutch, it does get hard to go out into the world and do certain things. You kind of like become frozen almost. And so I've been dealing with some of that today. I'm feeling a little bit better. So I'm finally venturing out and I'm going to go see him. But I also wanted to at least jump on briefly today just to say hi to everybody, if anything else, and just talk about a few brief things. Well, I had the energy and opportunity to do it. Mother's at home and she's been feeling a little bit under the weather because I wanted to touch on this too. There is a somewhat not talked about rogue kind of going around that is very characteristic of what we had dealt with before as far as like symptoms and how it makes you feel. Um, Lots of sinus pressure and sore throat, lack of energy, and really just kind of feeling like discombobulated. And the feelings of discombobulation are like kind of one of the like a dominant, one of the more dominant symptoms of what's going on. I've been feeling it. You might even be able to kind of feel, like, hear it in my voice too. Like, I haven't been feeling the best either. And, just kind of putting my feelers out there and seeing how other people have been feeling. A lot of people have been feeling this head pressure and this, kind of like an upper respiratory type of situation happening that does have kind of like a head cloudiness effect that comes along with it. So if anyone's been experiencing any of those symptoms, just take care of yourself, get some rest. You'll probably want to rest because this does tend to make you quite tired as well. Um, okay, so Jose was saying porn and fapping was the cause of your agoraphobia. I cut those things out of your life and you feel so much better now. Really? Wow. That is really interesting. Like, I think a lot of people like would find, would have a hard time like tying those two things together and finding that correlation. And that's why, like, sometimes it's like some of the strangest things that we do or that we engage in that will have like the wildest results. And like those things that you mentioned. All right, so like porn addiction and porn and like addiction to masturbation would manifest physically as a um, an inability for you to go out in public and feel secure about it, like feeling anxious, like causing anxiety to go out in public because of engaging in something of that nature. And like that's really strange, that would, that cause would have that effect. But um not that any of those things are a sin by any means. I mean, I guess maybe if you were spilling your seed um kind of haphazardly and not really using it as you should to fuel your life and to fuel your passions, or if you were not using it in a magical sense where you were using it as a powerful manifestation base. But that is really wild. Aaron Stark, hello. It's great to see you too, my brother, and peace be with you, and great to see you here. And much thanks, much gratitude to everyone that has been showing up to the live streams here lately and participating here on the channel. It has been like fantabulous. We've had, like, it seems like, or at least it did seem like, that we had like finally grabbed on to the algorithm. Whether it is short lived or it is something that will be long term, it's still wonderful and it's still fabulous. And it was certainly a direct result of a magical ritual that I performed with Mothra that brought it into manifestation. So like that alone in and of itself, again, even if it's a short-lived thing, it still happened, and like it was still something that was a synchronicity that magic itself just needed to show me, to be like, yo dude, this is real. Don't forget, when you ask for certain things you will get them. And I did, and like, it's not, you never know how long anything is going to last, or when you're going to have to do another ritual to back up whatever it is that you've already manifested in order to reinforce it, in order to maintain it, or in order to sustain it. Um, and that's something too that you kind of learn along the way with magic, is like you start to understand and get the feel for, do I need to put any more time and attention and energy into this intention here, or is what I've already done going to be sufficient, and do I need to allow it the time and the space it needs to cultivate itself and to manifest? um, it's really like you begin to really get like a feel for the tug and pull, the give and take of magic, and like the working with it in kind of like an organic way, where you begin to dance with it. You begin to have like a dance with magic. Oh, hey, what's up? I can't stop hacking my big toe. Oh, EA was just live on TikTok. Okay, cool. Every Monday at 2. All right, awesome, cool. Yeah, I haven't been really like, I did some things on TikTok for a while, about a year ago, and then I just kind of stopped messing with TikTok altogether. I mean, not altogether. I still post some things on it here and there, but I'm not as active on TikTok anymore. But I'm glad to see that he's doing some things on TikTok. I mean, definitely it is a platform that definitely has, you know, a lot of traffic. So he definitely has a good shot at getting his message out that way. I think Jose, like asking, I'm wondering if Lucifer has been with you your entire life. Yeah, I would say so, without a doubt. Like I feel with you, like since you do have this really tight connection with Lucifer in the way that you do, I definitely get the sense from like reading your energy that is definitely the case, and he's definitely been with you for a very very long time. So just have faith in knowing that and continue on with your relationship and begin, continue to nurture it. He's going to be revealing himself to you more and more, and you'll certainly be doing some very special things with him. And I think that you know that. I think you have a feel of that. You know that for sure. So Aaron's saying, I can find the answer within myself once I properly listen to my heart and intuition for sure. The result is always not only enlightening, but I can feel a new door being opened. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. And like that's really how it goes. Like we step into like these new layers of reality or these new pockets of reality that like lead to all of these new um like new door like new roadways of possibility. I guess you could put it that way. It's like nothing is ever really totally leading to a dead end. There's always something that's like leading to another doorway to open, and sometimes it's up to you to be able to sense and find out way is or what that doorway is. Like doorways can look like all different types of things. They can manifest as people, they can manifest as job opportunities, they can manifest as places that you're going to live or different people or groups you're going to be around. You never really know like where these like huge like turning point cornerstone opportunities or situations in your life, like where they're going to come from, and sometimes they do come from like the least likely of sources. Like like there could be situations where there could be a group of people that you may be able to engage yourself with, but you might be hesitant to do it for whatever reason. And you can like go down a list and you can make like 100 reasons why you should not do it. But I like things like that. If you do end up going like out on a limb and getting out of your comfort zone and engaging with that situation, usually it's those situations that yield the biggest results and like are like things that you look back on and you're like, holy shit, if I wouldn't have done that, like, holy crap, like this and this and this would not have happened. So it is important to be willing to get out of that comfort zone and to do some things sometimes that don't make sense. But when I say don't make sense, like not anything that is going to put you into harm's way or not anything that is going to go against your conscience, which is the authentic voice of God. And that's something that a lot of people forget too, is like, like to me, the only sin in this world, the only thing that's really going to affect you as an individual is when you do not listen to and abide by the authentic voice of God being your conscience. When you do things that you know go against your conscience, you know go against your morality, things that you know do not sit well with you, but you still do them nonetheless, that is going to leave an energetic mark upon you. That is going to leave something that you're going to have to work out and work with and basically like pay a price for of some sort and learn a lesson from, because you went against yourself, you went against the authentic voice of God, you went against your conscience. So like really that's the most important thing like to me in this world, is to do things that are in alignment with the authentic voice of God, which is your conscience. Like that is really your guardrails, your guide rail, your guiding light in this world, is to just live in that way. And that looks a lot different for a lot of people. And yes, there are people that have certain challenges or whatever you want to call it, that may cause them to not really be able to feel certain emotions or to understand the magnitude of certain actions in the way that we might. So that can look different for some people, but like I think that most of us can all agree on right and wrong to a certain extent, and like what's evil and what's acceptable. What is actual evil. Like some things are like so petty you don't even need to list them, but like when it comes to like hurting children or hurting or murdering other people physically, doing things like that are just like horrendous no-nos in this reality, things that you just absolutely do not do under any circumstance, that it can't be looked at in a positive light no matter how you twist it. Something that is just, we can all agree that it's wrong. Like those are the things that certainly we all need to stay away from, and that we all need to um, I don't know. I try to follow that. I try to follow my conscience. And I do believe it's very important. And there's been times where I haven't. And when I go against it, I always pay the price. I always do. I always do. But as you can see in the world right now, we're having a lot of weird weather anomalies. There's snow in places where there shouldn't be snow. There's flooding in places. There's record weather, to where basically it seems kind of like it's totally upside down from what it should be all over the world. And it's coinciding with this huge upheaval in society where we've, got people converging to carry out all of these military activities of sorts. And so, as the earth is going through her changes here on the surface, we are feeling what she's going through, this unsettled feeling, this feeling of having to move, this feeling of having to do something different than we have been doing, this feeling to have to destroy almost and make way for what is coming that's new. It's all very confusing, and it really doesn't make sense right now, but I do know that I can't help but feel that they're certainly preparing us for some type of huge change. And they've been showing us in the media, they've been giving us little glimpses. I will tell you without a doubt, my internet personally has been disrupted 8 to 10 times in the last week. And that's more than it has ever happened in the last 5 years where I live. Like, things are starting to get glitchy. Things are starting to get weird. They are starting to turn services off for extended periods of time, only to restore them again. Just seeing how people are acting, seeing how people are taking to it. And I do feel that that's something that is going to happen on a large scale before we know it. Like, the internet and the grid. I feel like the internet will be disturbed first. Then it's going to be digital currency being disturbed, or banking being disturbed. And then it will be like a total grid shutdown at some point. Like, all of these things will be carried out. It's probably going to be in different areas and different pockets, especially here in the West, which that's going to cause further problems and further issues that will lead to a type of civil war situation before we know it. And that really sucks. And I don't mean to fearmonger or to beat a dead horse on those things. But just again, as the world is changing, as the world is shedding its skin, we here on the surface are also going to be going through and experiencing similar things. We are going to also be shedding our skin, and in society that looks all different types of ways. And yes, things will change. Yes, things will never be as you knew them to be before. Um, I do believe that we do have like quite a few 9/11 level events coming up that you'll never forget the day this takes place, and it will change things like that. And they're setting the stage for that type of event, and I do just want to urge everyone, again, I know I want to talk about magic and I want to talk about all those good things, but sometimes the spirits do urge me to talk about just being aware and being vigilant of your reality and what's happening in it, what the people and the powers that be are doing and what they're up to, and just like whatever it is that might assist you in making alterations or moves in your life that may be for your highest and best good. That's the only reason I want to mention it, and mainly just because that's what the spirits want me to be able to talk about. Yeah, dude, I am freaking tired. I didn't sleep that great last night, um, and I got up early. I got up at like 4 in the morning, and so I went ahead and jogged for like 30 minutes at like 4 a.m. And then I did my workout routine. And then I went and got breakfast, ate breakfast, and all of that. Did a bunch of office work. And then, so I was like, okay, I wanted to go see my dad in the hospital this morning. But I was like I started kind of getting like agoraphobia and shit. And I was like, oh, like I just started feeling weird. And I was like, all right, I'm going to take a nap. And I kept trying to take a nap and I kept trying to take a nap. And I just couldn't do it. It just would not freaking happen. And so, like, I've been kind of postponing my trip to the hospital like all day. So I finally made it out of the house, and I'm up here at 7-Eleven, got some gas and everything, and I have some books that I'm going to take to my dad. So these books here are some that I just grabbed out of like a pile of books, because I don't know how long he's going to be there, but I think that he will enjoy these. I'm not sure that he's like a big reader, but we'll see. I got There Are No Accidents. And this book is Synchronicity and the Stories of Our Life. I think that could be like a pretty interesting read for him. This one right here, Inventing Hell. I really, really, really enjoy Inventing Hell. This really gives you a great perspective into how our concept of hell and what it looks like and what it is was literally created through the literary work of Dante's Inferno. I mean, it really was just a fictitious perspective of a mythological place. I mean, really, hell is a state of mind. And do I believe it exists? Yes, because we believe it does, and we have invented that place through our own magical imaginations, energy, and intention. Have we? Does hell exist? Yes, but is a man-made creation. It may be exactly like this. I wouldn't doubt it. It may look and feel and present exactly like it says in this book, only because we believe it does. But really, yes, hell was invented by man, and this book, Inventing Hell, will really help you to put the dots together and paint a picture, like really you see like where it came from and what it is. There's really Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, there's one of my friends right there that I take care of. I said hi to him, but I'll see him soon. And then it was so weird. Like, I didn't even know that I had this book. And this is something that I think I was given a long time ago, and I may have read it. And I don't want to say that I didn't because I don't want whoever gave it to me to be upset. But this may just be something that my dad needs right now since he's in the hospital and stuff. So this is it's God's little devotional book for for dads specifically. So maybe this will give him a little bit of inspiration. A lot of that stuff has like some cute little things in it, like some little inspirational quotes or some things that'll like make sense on a soul level. I mean, not all of this kind of stuff is bad and mind controlling and out to hurt you. Again, like most religions at the grassroots level, is a positive experience for the people, but it's really like what they're doing at the top level and what they're really doing as a organization, or shall I say corporation, in this world. Like, yeah, there's human trafficking, there's rape, there's pedophilia, there's everything you can imagine, slavery to an extent, all that stuff's happening. And it's being hidden behind this and some of the other major religions in this world. And that's a true thing, that's a true statement. And in 2024, 2025, you are going to be seeing the evidence of this firsthand. You will. And that's going to shake the world to its core even more. Once these things come to light, the earth will also be responding. That's when you're going to see the volcanoes erupt. That's when you're going to see more earthquakes. That's when you're going to see the tsunamis and such. It all kind of works together and goes together in a like correlates in like this crazy symphony that we call this world and this reality. But hold on tight. I love you all so freaking much. I'm gonna go see my dad. So I don't mean to cut it short, but this is about a 30-minute stream. That's kind of what I wanted. So smell my face, smell it good. I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Thank you for tuning in. Hey Nina, and yeah, it's not looking so good, is it, Nina? It's really not. It's not looking great. That's why it's up to us to have what we need to take care of ourselves, to trust no one, and to question everything, right? You know that's what Lucifer would tell you to do, to question everything. What's up, Bo Seethith? I love you very much. And I love you all. I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Till next time, I'm out.